Always.
Jackie West at Animal Kingdom. We're going to show you what's happening on the streets and tell you what's...
Well, we've come all the way to Orlando to see what the fuss is about at Disney World's newest theme park. It's the fourth in the Orlando area. It's called Animal Kingdom. It's stocked with something like 1,000 live animals. It officially opens tomorrow, but they're giving us a sneak preview this morning. This being Disney, there's, of course, a lot of hullabaloo surrounding the opening of this new theme park, and some problems as well, chiefly the death of a dozen animals that the U.S. government is now inspecting. And needless to say, animal rights activists aren't too thrilled about this whole concept. We're going to be talking about that and other matters with Disney's CEO, Michael Eisner, in our first half hour this morning. Matt?
All right, Katie, thanks very much. We look forward to that, but let's begin over at the news desk where...
Theme park in Orlando, home to an array of real, extinct, and imaginary animals. As you can see, the crowd has gathered here already. It's spread over 500 acres, more than 5 times the size of the original Magic Kingdom. The Animal Kingdom took 3 years to build at a cost of close to $1 billion, and it's Disney's most ambitious theme park ever. These are the animals we're used to seeing at Disney World, but Mickey and friends are going on safari. Everything's been done on a grand scale at Animal Kingdom. There are 1,000 live animals on display, 4 million trees and plants, and towering above it all, the park's centerpiece, the Tree of Life, which took more than 18 months to build.
The Tree of Life is about 150 feet tall. Any animal you can imagine is represented somewhere on the surface of that tree.
The tree is located in Safari Village, the hub of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Each building there is covered with hand-carved animals from Bali, and the theme of predator and prey is everywhere. The park stars are clearly the live animals, including endangered rhinos and elephants. Most live here on a 110-acre wildlife preserve in the heart of Disney's Africa. Visitors can board a safari ride that offers them a close-up look at the animals, most of which came from zoos.
You go out into a very, very realistic and very large African savanna with herds and herds and herds of animals roaming around in it, and you have an adventure.
But showcasing live animals hasn't been easy for Disney, which recruited a who's who of zoologists and conservationists from around the country. In the last 6 months, 12 animals have died here or en route to the park, including 2 extremely rare African crown cranes that were run over in separate incidents by the tour buses that will guide visitors through the park. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is investigating the deaths to determine whether Disney has violated the Animal Welfare Act. Animal rights activists are alarmed.
It's everything from poisonings to heart attacks, and we just have to question why this company is in the live animal business. I think they shouldn't be.
Others say the park is getting a bum rap.
It's the nature of opening a new facility that you will have problems, but it means that you need to redouble your efforts to examine everything that you're doing.
For its part, Disney says the animals are getting the best care possible from highly qualified experts, and that the goal of the park is not just entertainment, but animal conservation. But just like the real wild, there's no guarantee the animals will perform for visitors as expected. On one recent safari, these giraffes decided to snack on a bush near the main road, creating a huge traffic jam. Finally, a handler persuaded them to move out of the way.
The animals have a life of their own. We have given them a place to be, and we take you out there to be with them, but they can kind of do what they please.
For those expecting a parade, exciting rides, and their favorite characters, they're all here too. But Disney's betting the live animals will be the lure. 10 million tourists are expected the first year alone to its newest, biggest, and most expensive gamble yet. Michael Eisner is Disney's chairman and CEO. Good morning, nice to see you.
Thank you, nice to see you.
Thank you very much. The first question is the short one. Why?
We always thought the idea of doing something with animals, fantasy animals, real animals, prehistoric animals, would be appropriate for our company, and why not?
Was a lot of this based on the success of The Lion King? I'm just curious, because that seemed to be such a highly successful Disney animated movie that, did you see that as sort of an opportunity to capitalize on that?
I'd like to say yes, but actually this was in development before we even started The Lion King. I think back in '91, somebody said to me in a meeting, we were talking about a variety of different kinds of concepts around the world. How about animals? And then somebody else said, oh, Disney's Animal Kingdom. And those three words had magic to them, and from then, 9 years later, and a few dollars into it, I was ready to shoot the person who said Animal Kingdom.
A few dollars, about $1 billion to build this park, right?
Give or take a few $100 million.
It took about 3 years. It's about, I mean, the actual construction. It's about to open tomorrow. What's your biggest concern?
Well, that we handle everything well. We've actually been working on it 10 years. We have looked at every detail, if you will, every ashtray, every lamp, every blade of grass. We have 1,000 different species here, 1,000 different animals, 200,000 different species. Let's start again. We have 1,000 animals, 200 species, you know, thousands of different kind of plants, and just that everything works well, that our cast is friendly, that our animals are awake. I'd like the animals to be awake today.
Well, that's a real concern, isn't it? Because you are dealing with live animals, and unlike animated automatrons or whatever you use in other attractions, they have to be sort of willing to come out and see the visitors, and they, after all, have minds of their own.
Every tour is different. Every tour, you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what the animals are going to be doing. You don't know whether they're going to be yawning or doing other such things. But I have never been on one of the tours, and I've done it about 50 times to talk to people, where something different and something interesting hasn't happened. And unlike our usual life, where we have animatronic characters and everything is very well scripted, these animals have an instinct, if not a mind, of their own.
Now, obviously, there's been some controversy that you're well aware of, the deaths of 12 animals so far. Hopefully there will be no more. Animal rights activists are obviously up in arms about this. What can you say to people this morning to assure them that these animals are being treated properly, given the fact that the government is investigating?
Well, in a year, we've had about the number of animals that you've mentioned, well under 2% of our whole population. The population in the wild that dies in a year is anywhere between 30, 40, and 90%. The animals that die in a zoo are 12 to 15%. We've had an unbelievably low amount. I do have the bad news to tell you that all the animals here will die at some point, as all the people here will die at some point. We have a living, breathing environment, and animals do die. We've had more animals born than have died, but that's part of life. There have been a couple that have died through accidents, very few, and the rest have died of each case different, and each case a natural cause.
But I know you put mirrors up on the safari to make sure that drivers could see the animals better. Any other steps you're taking to ensure their safety?
Well, we have about as good a veterinary hospital here as in the world. We have the best facility by far, as not only said by us, but said by all the zoological people. We had in our safaris a couple of cranes that we thought that the safari car had gone by, and then the cranes ran underneath the wheels, the back wheels. We put mirrors on to preclude that. But other than that one accident, which could happen to anybody, we have an excellent record. However, we are Disney. And if you have an eyelash in your eye, and it seems to be attractive to a tabloid, it will get in the tabloid. So our natural amount of evolution, as you will say, got more publicity than probably most people's would.
Why do you think Disney is such a magnet for criticism and controversy?
Well, I think because we're competing with NBC. That's probably our first big problem. And secondly, the Disney name, the Disney image is, Walt started it all. When you try to do something good that appeals to families and goes toward the light, there's the dark that tries to come after you. At the same time, when you're as popular as we are, and I say that keeping my fingers crossed that we stay popular, there's a group of people that want to show that it's all coming to an end.
Ticket prices are pretty steep here. They're about, what, I have $42 a day at each park for kids between the ages of 3 to 9, $34 a day. So do you worry that it's tough for a family of 4 to afford a vacation here?
Well, the big cost, of course, is getting here. Airfare, car fare, gasoline, hotel reservations. The park itself is the least expensive park. And we have multi-day tickets and discounts tickets and all sorts of packages where it's not that expensive. But yes, it is not the least expensive thing. But we give 8, 10, 12-hour day of entertainment for what we consider so much less than a ski trip or almost anything else you can do for that amount of time. But it is a family vacation that could take a while to save up for to go do.
Meanwhile, as you well know, I don't need to tell you, the Southern Baptist Convention has boycotted the park because of the way your company, the position your company takes on gay rights and what they view as not particularly wholesome entertainment, i.e. Ellen, the TV show, and some of the other movies that they think have what sort of undercurrents of sexuality. You're well aware of this. Has that hurt your business at all? Would you tell me if it has?
Yes, I would tell you it has. We're a public company. We would have to have announced that, and we've announced just the opposite. Our earnings have gone up substantially. I think it's a very small part of the Southern Baptists. They did two things at the convention where they came out with this, and again, it's a very splinter group. They recommended that they convert the Jews. That was something that hadn't been recommended since the 40s in Europe. And they recommended that people boycott Disney because we gave same self-health benefits to people of similar persuasions. They then mentioned a few things like Ellen and stuff like that. Frankly, if they
Didn't they run some of the animated features in slow-mo and say that there were sexual things going on, which we don't need to get into?
Well, the man who made that claim said he hadn't seen the movie himself, but that he had heard that in one of our movies, one of the animators put a pornographic frame in the movie. I have tried to find it, aggressively tried to find it, and my children have tried to find it, and I don't think it's there.
In closing, will you build a fifth theme park here in Orlando?
Well, you can never say never. We're going to try to absorb this one and enjoy this one for a while. I would have an idea for down the road, which is kind of bubbling up in my mind.
A sports-related theme park?
Well, we
perhaps?
have that. We have a sports complex,
Okay.
and we could add to that, yes.
So is that the idea?
No.
No, what's the idea?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, I am sure, but I haven't got my wife to tell me she likes it yet.
Okay, well, I'll be the second to know, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Michael Eisner, very nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
And we'll be back in a moment, but first, this is Today on NBC.
7:25, a real exotic safari. It'll soon be possible without leaving Central Florida. Disney prepares to dedicate its newest theme park, the Animal Kingdom. And News Channel 2's Greg Fox is live now with this preview. Greg?
Thanks a lot, Tom. Tomorrow, of course, the grand opening, but at 8 o'clock this morning, the grand dedication of this park. And you can see that a lot of people are showing up now, filling up the seats in front, the media filling up their spots along the area around this huge stage in the parking lot of the Animal Kingdom. Take a look now at some of this videotape, and this is what park visitors will enjoy. This, first of all, the Kilimanjaro Safari, which covers 100 of the 500 acres at this theme park. Of course, exotic and endangered animals here, conservation areas, and exploration into dinosaur history, and also mythological monsters. Several rides, and not only Africa, but Asia backdrops here all throughout the Animal Kingdom. It is Disney's newest park, and we'll take another look at it as we begin this dedication coming up at 8 o'clock this morning, along with Claire Metz, who will join me shortly. Live at Disney, Greg Fox, News Channel 2.
We're back at 7:30 on this Tuesday morning, and this morning we're taking a sneak peek at the newest part of the Disney empire. We're at Animal Kingdom here in Orlando, which officially opens tomorrow, and you've been watching some of the dancing elephants from the animal parade that will wind its way through this park twice a day. Colors not found in nature, and welcome back to Today on this Tuesday morning, everyone. I'm Katie Couric here in Orlando. Matt is, of course, holding down the fort in New York. How you doing, Matt?
I'm fine, Katie. Hey, explain something to me. Where all those dancing animals are, how far are those guys from the real animals?
Oh, they're actually a good bit away. The real animals, or how far would you guys say the real animals are? far away, Matt. We'll get back to you on the specifics, but they're not anywhere close, and they're safely ensconced in their corner of the park. But Matt, I want to tell you a little bit about the Tree of Life, which is behind me. It is really the cornerstone of this park. It is a 14-story high tree. There are 325 animals carved into the roots and the visible branches, and inside the tree is a 430-seat theater, and the tree is a loose replica of a banyan tree, but it's actually made out of concrete. The animals here, on the other hand, aside from those we just saw dancing around to the baby elephant walk, are very real. As I mentioned earlier, there are about 1,000 live animals here on the property, and in this half hour, we're going to give visitors an idea of what kinds of things they can expect to see if they visit here. Matt?
All right, Katie, thanks very much. Also in this half hour, we're going to show you some dramatic video of a 100-mile car chase through Southern California yesterday. It ended at the Mexican border with some 50 law enforcement authorities tackling the suspect. We'll talk to the hero of that situation in a little while. But first at 7:32, over to the news desk and Ann.
And welcome back to Disney's Animal Kingdom, everyone. There are some 1,000 animals here, all imported from other zoos, as those guys aren't included. As someone mentioned around here, this may have been the biggest movement of animals since Noah's Ark. And for those taking up permanent residency here, it's like having a Beverly Hills address. In creating Animal Kingdom, Disney has transformed a Florida cow pasture into the nearest thing to an African savanna you'll find. Well, this side of Kenya. Disney stars this time around, live animals, lions, tigers, rhinos, gorillas, spread out over 500 acres of theme park. For the price of admission, a steep $42 for adults, $34 for kids, you may see more exotic creatures on one 20-minute safari ride than on a week-long trek to Africa. Rick Barangi, director of Disney's animal programs, has been involved from the beginning.
We have about 200 species of birds and mammals in the park, about 1,000 individuals. That's not counting the fish and the insects and also the native wildlife that is also here sharing this habitat. We want our guests to see animals from the animal's perspective, perspectives that you would not normally see. The hippo exhibit is a great example because you can see how graceful these animals are underwater.
On the 2-mile Kilimanjaro safari ride, visitors will see hundreds of rare and exotic animals, like the okapi. He looks like a zebra, but he's actually related to the giraffe. It's all here, herds of zebra, the very rare eland, and the ubiquitous wildebeest. To ensure the animals are always visible to the paying tourists, Disney has put their feeding stations front and center.
We designed our habitat here so that the animals could continually eat it, and we will replace it.
Those on safari are close to the animals, but not too close.
When you're designing an exhibit for a predator like a lion, there can be no mistakes. We have a moat in there that's much larger than their jumping distance. We've made it disappear, so you're looking up at the lion and the moat disappears.
With moves like these, Animal Kingdom has solved the dilemma of the modern zoo, how to keep animals out of cages, but still on protected territory. And to blunt critics who say the mouse company is exploiting animals for the almighty dollar, Disney has made conservation a key component of Animal Kingdom.
I think people need to see what's happening in the wild and then understand better how sanctuaries are a part of this conservation.
Conservation Station is the park's animal care center and headquarters for its conservation efforts. It features close-up encounters with animals as well as video kiosks that teach about famous biologists and conservationists. Visitors even get a chance to see the animals receiving veterinary care.
We have an animal nursery, but the purpose of that nursery is to get animals healthy and put them back with their parents and mother as soon as possible, because some animals need help. They don't all get taken care of. In the wild, there's a big mortality rate, so we try to here alter that a little bit so we can raise some of the animals and let the guests see the effort it takes to raise an animal.
But as we've already noted this morning, Disney has had problems. More than a dozen animals have died, and the park doesn't even open until tomorrow. Rick Barangi and his staff say they have done everything they can to make this as close to perfect as is humanly possible.
We hired the best people we could from the zoo and conservation communities. And the challenge was to make it so realistic and natural and also unpredictable. Animal Kingdom really just celebrates our intrinsic love, our deep love of nature. To me, is the next best thing to Africa.
Bob Lamb is in charge of this place. He began his career with the company nearly 30 years ago, schlepping visitors into the Magic Kingdom from the parking lot. You've come a long way, baby.
Yep, I was a tram driver when at the Magic Kingdom when I first started.
That's just unbelievable. Well, congratulations on your success, and here's to upward mobility.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, tell me about the park, a little bit about the conservation message, because this is really being billed as a theme park, and yet I know you're trying to emphasize conservation. Do you really believe, honestly, that people will leave here feeling that conservation is important?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We start with creating a great adventure for guests to come and explore the world of animals here, and that is what we really want folks to come here and do. But our acts of storytelling are probably going to be able to weave into all those adventures the conservation messages, and we've really seen that. We've had guests already asking us, how can we get involved, and that's the perfect thing for us to have happen here.
To blunt criticism, Bob, as we mentioned in the piece, you guys have hired a real who's who in the conservation
Absolutely.
and animal husbandry and zoologists field. Tell me some of the big names that you've amassed here.
Well, Rick Barangi worked on our design and development throughout the park.
Jane Goodall?
Jane Goodall has come to help. We put together an advisory board that has helped us for 3 or 4 years on the project. They really have ownership in it. Roger Karras, the president of the ASPCA, Bill Conway, who works in New York with the zoological programs there, Terry Maple, the AZA, the Zoo Association's been very involved. Mike Hutchins, who's in charge of their conservation and science areas, is one of our advisors.
So lots of people.
They've been in to help us, and it's been a great experience for both of us.
Tell me a little bit about the USDA investigation.
Well, the inspection is complete, and they are now writing their report, but as we've expected all along, they've indicated that they have found nothing that would be, other than good animal care.
Because you could get either a warning or some kind of fine, is that right? What could the punishment be?
That could have happened, but we knew all along that, with our facilities and our people taking care of the animals, that they weren't going to find anything, and they've indicated to us that that's the case.
Let's go from the animals to the people for a second, because I was here on Sunday, and it was packed. I mean, it was wall-to-wall people. Are you worried about overcrowding? Because I know the thoroughfares and the byways here are much narrower than they are in some of the other theme parks.
Yeah, we created, for this park, we've tried to create pathways that aren't boulevards, but actually all the same square footages and distances are all the same. It's just broken up into a lot of paths. On Sunday was one of our last days of our test and adjust period, where we really learned how to run the theme park. And so we were really testing our ability at that. What we will do to ensure that everybody has a great time here is we will actually close the park filled to capacity, and I think we'll be in that mode a lot.
All right, and I know you won't give me the number for capacity because it's a top Disney secret.
That is a secret.
All right. Bob Lamb, thanks so much for coming by to talk with us this morning. Best of luck with the park.
Thanks. Good to have you here.
And we'll be back in a moment. From Orlando, this is Today on NBC. That's fine. You did great.
Report. A new theme park that takes you on safari. The dedication ceremony of Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Hi, everybody, and good morning. Claire Metz live at Walt Disney's Animal Kingdom, where in just a few minutes, Disney is getting ready to dedicate this 4th theme park, and perhaps among the more magnificent theme parks around the world, certainly one of the largest. All kinds of things in store today, and we're looking forward to bringing it all to you, giving you a preview, if you will. But, Tom, we've got some business to take care of first.
That's right, Claire. We'll turn things over to you in just a moment because the dedication ceremony coming up in just a couple of minutes. First, though, we want to check traffic around Central Florida. Kelly Quinn will give us a quick look at the roadways.
If, for this event, today and tomorrow, Disney even controls the weather. They have that kind of thing going. And it's actually going to turn out to be a beautiful day here, and we're really looking forward to it. Let me introduce who is with us today as we get ready for the dedication of Animal Kingdom, an extravaganza of rather grand proportions. News Channel 2's Greg Fox, who really has an inside track of what's going on in entertainment around Central Florida, joins us as well. Greg, good morning.
Good morning, and it has been a terrific park, Claire.
Yeah, no question. And we also want to welcome Walt Disney World President Al Weiss, who joins us, and he's really got perhaps all the inside scoops on what we're going to see today as we preview the park. It's going to open to the public tomorrow, and we're really looking forward to it. Al, I guess my first question has to be, how did you even come up with this? Why this kind of a show as opposed to a traditional theme park that Disney is so excellent at?
You know, I think it goes back way when Walt Disney was alive. We actually used to do a lot of live animal shows and actually true life adventure shows over the years. And that really sparked a lot of love for animals, not only with our own company, but throughout the public that watched those on television. I think that really was the driving force behind this park. And it's totally differentiated from anything we've ever done before.
I can imagine. We want to show you, we've got a little video, preview video, if you will, take you inside Animal Kingdom and really give you a close-up version of what we're looking at. Greg, you've actually seen it.
We've been in the park now 4 times prior to today, and we actually rode the safari on Friday, the Kilimanjaro Safari. It's massive because it's 1/5 the size of this 500-acre park to accommodate all those animals. You're looking at some of the walking areas there, and actually some of the landscaping is just phenomenal. Al Weiss tells us that this has really been amazing, bringing 3 to 4 million trees and plants from around the world.
Yeah, I think this was really taking the Florida swampland and converting it into what you see today. Whether it's an African safari that you see there, looks just like a savanna you'd see in Africa. And actually that savanna you spoke of is actually as large as the Magic Kingdom theme park in and of itself, that one attraction.
And Al, you were actually going for conservation when you created this park. Not only a themed event dedicated toward live animals, which is a change for you. You're used to those cartoon ones, but conservation is key.
There's no question. That is the foundation of our park that you'll see. We're going to see a lot of thrill, a lot of adventure in this park because we've got thrill rides, we've also got great shows and great entertainment. But I think you're going to also see that underlying conservation message throughout the park, especially at Conservation Station.
And no question, you not only incorporate the live animals, but you still got your caricatures, if you will, and a lot of people are part of this show, too.
And holding to the promise of education, too, I think it's important to point out, you are going to be having just a slew of students from around the state in regular trips, field trips to this park. Is that right?
Absolutely. This is going to be one of the new adventures that the school children can come to, and they'll see quite regularly.
All right, folks, they just said good morning. Let's listen in as the dedication ceremonies get underway. I think you're going to really like what you see. Let's watch.
And now, the rhythmic sounds of Geneva drummers
under the direction of Dwayne Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, Disney's Vice Chairman, Roy E. Disney.
Thank you. Thank you. The Walt Disney Company owes a lot to animals. Back in the 1930s, when other studios spoke figuratively about their stables of stars, we meant it literally. Our featured players back then were 2 mice, 2 ducks, and 2 dogs. Yes, Goofy is a dog. But with all due respect to Mickey and the gang, the fact is that these were animals only in the most anthropomorphic sense of the word. After all, I don't know a lot of mice that drive cars, go fishing, and have a dog for a pet. Then came Snow White, which offered a realistic, if rather cuddly, depiction of forest animals. A few years later, we released the landmark film, Bambi. Our artists spent years studying the natural behavior of animals in order to get a sense of authenticity for our 4-legged cast members in their settings. Most important, I believe, is that 52 years before The Lion King, Bambi was all about the circle of life. To be sure, our forest animals may have been somewhat atypical in as much as they spoke perfect English, but they dealt with real issues of life and death, survival, and renewal. In 1948, Disney released its first true-life adventure film, Seal Island. This time we were showing real animals in real habitats. The True Life Adventure series is of particular significance to me personally, since I participated as a writer, director, editor, and producer in various combinations on over 40 of them. Many have become genuine classics, such as Beaver Valley, Bear Country, The Living Desert, The Vanishing Prairie. 8 of them won Academy Awards. These films proved that animals don't have to be cute to be compelling, that dramas don't have to be scripted to be stirring. Our main job in creating the True Life Adventures was to bring plenty of film and keep the cameras rolling. And so the real seeds for Disney's Animal Kingdom were planted. As part of our company's Circle of Life in 1994, The Lion King was released, and it harkened directly back to Bambi in its subject matter and its spirit. Like Bambi, it took place completely in the world of animals. And like Bambi, the success of the film demonstrated how strongly we Homo sapiens are drawn to stories about our fellow animal. But just as this theme park has its roots in our films, it also represents a major departure. Once a movie is completed, it's done forever. On the other hand, Disney's Animal Kingdom, like the animal world itself, will evolve and grow. It's truly a living thing, something we are consciously and proudly calling Disney's. You're about to see Disney's Animal Kingdom for yourself, but first, I want to call forth the people who really made it possible, the designers from Walt Disney Imagineering. They're the ones who transformed a pasture into a kingdom.
The composer, arranger, Grammy Award winner, and voice of the Lion King, Label M.
Habadimu, Marine Lebu Pilon. Welcome to our world. Oh, Sabah. Ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Oh, la, la, mama, yeah. You don't fly, mama. Oh, Sabah, really, I'm muhela. Welcome to our world.
Is that a fantastic performance or what? One of the original performers who tracked the Lion King soundtrack in the movie. Disney has the clout and brought him in. Tonight we understand Stevie Wonder's going to perform. You are watching live coverage of Walt Disney's dedication ceremony of the Animal Kingdom.
Thank you. Good morning. When Walt Disney first dreamed up what was to become Disneyland, he was imagining something unprecedented, a completely new form of entertainment where he could tell three-dimensional stories. 6 Disney theme parks have opened, including the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, Disney MGM Studios here in Florida, each an original entertainment concept. When we started conjuring up a 4th theme park at Walt Disney World, we knew we had to come up with something that set itself apart, something that was novel and distinct. We considered a number of ideas, but the theme that kept topping the list was the world of animals. The more we explored the idea, the more we became aware that nature is perhaps the greatest storyteller of all. From the smallest ant to the biggest bull elephant, the true life adventures of animals are fascinating and ever-changing. Indeed, that is the one aspect that sets the animal kingdom apart. Here, an unpredictability will take center stage. On the Kilimanjaro Safari, our animal cast members do not follow a script. Every trip will be a different adventure. Every journey will bring a different story. The day has finally arrived to dedicate Disney's Animal Kingdom, an epic that has been literally making and taking millions of years to accomplish. For the last 3 of those millions of years, we have been guided by the wisdom of the animal kingdom's esteemed board of advisors. These are some of the world's leading naturalists, environmentalists, and zoologists, and I would now like to recognize them and ask them to stand individually and ask you to hold the applause until I've introduced the group. Karen Allen, author and president of the Communications Office, Inc. Dr. P.D. Boersma, professor of the Institute for Environmental Studies at the University of Washington and president of the Society for Conservation Biology. Dr. William Burnham, president and CEO of the Peregrine Fund. Roger Karras, president of the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Linda Chapin, Orange County chairman and founder of the Orange County Land Acquisition Program. Dr. William Conway, president and general director of the Wildlife Conservation Society. Dr. Mitchell Hutchins, Michael. The helicopter got in my way. Can plan almost everything, but not everything. Director of Conservation and Science for the American Zoo and Aquarium Association. John Lucas, president of the International Rhino Foundation and director of the White Oak Conservation Center. Dr. Terry Maple, president and CEO of Zoo Atlanta and affiliate scientist for the Yerkes Primate Center at Emory University. Ray Mendez, explorer, photographer, and principal designer of Work as Play, Inc. Dr. Russell Miedermeyer, president of Conservation International and member of the World Conservation Union Species Survival Commission. I would also like to introduce one other person who has served as an important advisor on this project since she first visited Walt Disney Imagineering to make suggestions on the park's design. Ladies and gentlemen, famed environmentalist, naturalist, and pioneering researcher on gorillas, Dr. Jane Goodall. So, thank you. As is the Disney tradition, we have posted a dedication plaque at the entrance. In a few words, it captures our ambition in creating the park. It reads, "Welcome to the kingdom of animals, real, ancient, and imagined. A kingdom ruled by lions, dinosaurs, and dragons. A kingdom of balance, harmony, and survival. A kingdom we enter to share in the wonder, gaze at the beauty, thrill at the drama, and learn." Disney's Animal Kingdom is almost ready, but the fact is it needs 2 more elements in order to come fully to life. Our human cast members and, of course, our guests. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to the people without whom we cannot make our magic happen, our cast members.
Now Heart is up, baba. How we go? On the day I arrived on this planet, and blinking stepped into the sun. There's more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can ever be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round. It's a circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and woe, through faith and love, till we find a place on a path unwind.
might say the eagle has landed.
The eagle has landed, yeah.
Only Disney could get that
Pretty
eagle
fabulous.
to perform on cue, Al. That was outrageous.
Pretty fabulous. Yeah, we're excited about that.
I can imagine. Michael Eisner said he wanted a park that was distinct, and he created so it would be partly extinct.
No question. We've got live animals that are here today. We've got extinct animals, and we've got imaginary animals here in this theme park.
And he also mentioned that it's missing one ingredient, and that is the guest, which will begin tomorrow. But you've already seen the experience through the eyes of some resort guests the past few weeks. Are you satisfied? Did this cut it?
Yeah, the park has actually done very, very well. Our guests are loving it. They're giving the Kilimanjaro Safari great ratings, the Lion King show, the Bug show, the Countdown to Extinction. Many, many parts of the park have just got huge ratings. The entertainment they love, so we think we've got a big home run there.
And Al, I think we have to touch on some of the things that have been problems in creating this, and that is that not everyone thinks this is the kind of park Disney should be behind. What do you say to those who, the animal rights activists, for example, who are against this?
Well, I think we've got the best animal facilities in the world. We've got the best keepers that are here. We've got an advisory board that is a very impressive list that have helped us plan and develop this park, and we think we've really done the right things for the animals on an overall basis.
And I think Michael Eisner was saying that when he introduced the list of the huge list of animal experts down here during this ceremony.
We're going to come back with more live coverage. Al, thank you so much for spending time with us. More live coverage from Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Take I-4 west of the Osceola Parkway. Go west on Osceola Parkway past World Drive and Buena Vista Drive and follow the signs of the Animal Kingdom. It'll be on your right. Thanks for being with us, and watch for continuing coverage all day long from the Animal Kingdom.
Well, The Lion King has been an unqualified success on the big screen, on Broadway, and on ice, so it's no wonder the Disney folks wanted to make sure Simba and friends were seen here at their new Animal Kingdom. The Festival of the Lion King is a celebration of music from the show, and Philip Lawrence plays Nakawa.
Yes.
Good morning, Prince Nakawa to me,
Nakawa,
right?
exactly.
Nice to see you.
Nice
The
to see you.
costumes are so incredible in this show.
Thank
Tell
you.
me a little bit about what people might expect to see, because it's not really the movie, it's not the Broadway
Right.
show, it's not the ice show, obviously.
Right. It's a lot different than the Broadway show in that we basically celebrate the
I'm sorry, that's okay.
we celebrate the enjoyment and the excitement of the music, and rather than tell the story. It's actually 4 different African characters, 2 kings, a prince, actually a king and a queen, a prince and a princess. So we take you throughout the story, basically the celebration of the Lion King.
Right, it's
Yeah.
sort of a truncated version of the
Sure,
show
yeah.
with all the great songs from it. Now, where did you all come from? From all over the country to perform in this?
Yeah, most everyone came from all over the country. I've worked for Disney for about 3 years now. I worked at Disney MGM Studios and learned a couple shows around the park. But
Well, it's a great show, and I want to let people see a sampling of
Great,
it.
of
So
course,
why don't you
definitely.
sing something from it right now?
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh,
from the Festival of the Lion King. I know that 4 more are added. These guys work very hard. Thanks so much. Matt, that wraps it up from here at the Animal Kingdom. Mickey, Minnie, thanks so much for coming by. Matt, come down and see us sometime.
We're all making our reservations, Katie. Thanks for the tour. We appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye.
Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. It's live with Regis and Kathy Lee. Today, Olympic Golden Girls skater Tara Lipinski. Plus, Regis goes on an African safari in Orlando. And Drew Carey's Mega Mouth Mimi, actress Kathy Kinney. Also, tennis great Michael Chang swings on by. All next on Live. Now here are Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford.
Thank you. Bird-like person.
Well, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. How you doing here? Tuesday, April 21st, 1998. This is dedication day here at Walt Disney World's newest and greatest attraction, the Animal Kingdom. I hope you've all had a chance to been through it and see it.
Can't beat a good monkey.
Okay. Incidentally, check out Georgina of the Jungle right here.
You know,
Walmart, 1995.
No, but it will be there next year. Oh, well, thank you very much, you little monkey-like person.
Yes. Hi, monkey.
Thank you.
Good. That, incidentally, was the cast of the Festival of the Lion King, which is one of the hottest new shows here on the Disney property.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You know, we're officially still in Asia, which is the next big theme park to be developed and open next year.
Yeah, summer '99, I think.
Right across the way is what we're all talking about, the Animal Kingdom Phase 1 Africa, right over there. Looks great, doesn't it?
You know, we got in yesterday, and I'm wearing this actually because my hang-up bag was left at home. First time in my life I didn't panic because the ladies shop at the Grand Floridian Hotel get out of town. It's incredible. So anyway, this was from there. But thank you for not taking it seriously at all.
I'm in my jungle outfit. This is my jungle clothes.
Ralph Lauren has safari-type stuff, you know. You could have made a little effort. But anyway, I didn't know what to expect. You'd been down for the East
Parade.
And so I didn't know what to expect. You know, if Disney's going to do it, it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
But I had no concept of how spectacular it is.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a little tour and show everybody.
Well, I tell you, the best way to do it is with a helicopter that's hovering in the clouds right above us right here.
There it is. Where's the...
Okay. So, I'm looking at the monitor, and I see myself, but you're pointing to the monitor, Julia.
Why do we have our trivia question up there now?
We have a trivia question on ourselves up there.
See, we can't go on the road.
Monitor is dead. Was a nice try, but we can't do it.
In other words, they're showing stuff. You're seeing it at home, but as usual, we see nada.
Yeah. This is the overview and the oasis, which is the entrance. There are 5 lands here. Africa, Camp Mini Mickey, Safari Village, Dino USA, and there's a great dino ride, incidentally, and Asia, which opens, of course, as I said, next year. And in all of that, maybe you can see the Tree of Life, which hovers over the entire property.
Could you believe this? This Tree of Life,
really
it's
something,
14 stories high.
It's a man-made tree.
But the whole park, I was asking, some questions. They said, how long has it been making this place? And they said, well, from beginning to now, 10 years.
10 years.
4 years of planning, 6 years of actually building it. The artistry involved is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have never wanted to go on safari. Just had no interest in it. Every time Eva would say, want to go in the bush with me? I said, no, I have no interest,
She's not a bush person, believe me.
After taking the safari ride yesterday, I thought, you know what? This would be fascinating.
With a couple of maids and busboys, yes. The savannah is out there. 1,000 animals on 110 acres with their natural habitat, and it's absolutely sensational. 200 species.
What you can't believe is that they're all living so nicely together, because there's a lion, and over right next to it is a gazelle or something that, you know, we've all seen those.
Well, now, is it right next to it, or are they separated by a moat?
They're separated by moats, but you don't see the moats. You know, they don't use
after a while, you don't see the gazelle.
Come on! Wait, no, you know what? Have mercy on him. You know, eyesight is the second thing to go at his age.
And then you see the Asia Peninsula where all of the work, and until you see what we saw today getting here, you have no idea what it takes to put one of these things
There's
together.
a lot of mud.
And there's our venue right there. I think that's us right down there. Yeah, all right, good. Well, let's really take a good look now at this Tree of Life. Do we have a camera that's set up on the Tree of Life right now? Yeah. Like Kathy said, it's 14 stories high, 145 feet, 50 feet wide at its base, and inside the base is a little theater.
Which has the cutest show. If you haven't seen It's Tough to Be a Bug. Oh, my gosh. Have you... Huh? What? You like that show, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough to be a bug.
Oh, but it's...
Why did I miss that?
Regis, it's a 3D, you know, you wear the glasses and the kids, and I don't want to give it away, but you think there are definitely bugs in the room. It's so cute.
8,000 branches, yes, and 103,000 plastic leaves. Yeah. This is also press day, press swarming all over the park, and tomorrow it opens at 7 a.m. 7 a.m.
We had a busy day yesterday. Hello?
People on a jungle safari.
Here's your animal.
How you doing? Hey, you know what? You made the tour.
Yeah.
Did you see my favorite animal that nobody has ever
paid? A wildebeest?
No. That no one has ever paid
A warthog?
A warthog.
I saw 3 warthogs.
Did you really?
They're really ugly.
I saw them when I went by a couple of weeks ago, and then yesterday, or the day before I looked, no warthog. He wouldn't come out, but he really is something to see. He really is ugly.
You know what? If you go on it twice, which we did for a couple of reasons, sometimes, you know, we're filming something and you got to get it again. It's fascinating how different it is each time because you'll see a different animal than you saw half an hour earlier.
Yeah.
And the second time we went on the safari, we saw lots more. Saw the elephants, saw the...
Yeah. It depends all on the timing, really, whether they're in or out of their natural habitat or whether they feel like coming out. But I saw animals taking a little bath. I mean, elephants. Bathing in the little water there.
Well, they don't have a shower.
And one of them had a very large trunk. Fascinating. Fascinating, those animals. All right.
I heard you took on everybody yesterday playing tennis.
Gelman and I. Incidentally, Wide World of Sports is something that has just been developed and built over the last year. Wonderful minor league stadium where the Atlanta Braves train during the spring. Softball fields all over the place. Tennis courts. And a major tennis stadium right there.
Your mind's the third thing.
Where the Clay Championships will take place today. Michael Chang coming back to defend his title, and he'll be on the show in just a few minutes. That's what it looks like right there. Here's our fan club.
Yeah.
About 100 strong.
Bless you.
Gelman and I played the best tennis players in the fan club. 6 love, no problem. Then they snuck in 2 pros who were here for the clay court championships.
Right. Things changed,
I knew their names, yes. Wayne Black and Grant Stafford. Grant is the taller one. Wayne is number 6 and Grant number 7, and things changed in a hurry, yeah. But here's look at that form.
What is Gelman wearing?
Gelman is wearing his hat and his little biker shorts right there, which really intimidated a lot of people. Gelman got angry at one of the calls. Here he is. Look at this. He's disputing a call.
That is so unsportsmanlike, Gelman, really.
I had to restrain him. Then I had to laugh. Then I had to make a funny face. Then we continued to play. Check out this form. Look at that competitive spirit. Look at this shot right here. And then Gelman, in retaliation, banged a ball off my head. Thank you, Gelman, very, very much.
Well, they were all still in their tennis togs when they came over to see me over at the Grand Floridian, where we had a little fashion show. And
darn it, nobody told me about that. I wanted to see it.
So many of the fan club members got dressed up in their little Kathy Lee Collection Walmart outfits.
There they are.
And we had a ball. And then they wanted to know all about me. So I just sat there for about 4 hours and told them anything they wanted to know. No, it was fun. It's always fun to get up close and personal with you folks. Thanks a lot. Last night, though, missed you big time.
Yeah, what happened last night?
Big
There was
party
a big party
last night. Michael Eisner asked where you were. Joe Roth asked where you were. Bob Iger asked where you were.
I don't have time for those people.
It was embarrassing, Regis. It really was. Even Cody was there. I mean, come on.
I'll bet he was.
No, you know what it's
singing and dancing.
It's another a place called, well, Downtown Disney. And over there they have a place called Disney Quest, which is a virtual reality complex. It's like the most incredible virtual reality adventure of every type that you have. You been to this?
No, I haven't been there.
You walk in, and there's like 4 different areas you can decide what kind of things you want to do. There's like something called retro or something that's like going back to the past. There's one that's called explore, and so you go on like rafts and stuff. I'm not into all that stuff. You know, anything with the computer, I go, no, thank you. I was so into this. The kids are on rafts, and the more you paddle, the more you...
Wait a minute, you mean they're actually in rafts?
They're in a raft, but sitting on like a balloony type thing, and then, which feels like you're on a current, and then you got a virtual reality screen in front of you, and the more you paddle, makes you go faster in the rapids, and you have to turn, and it's hair-raising. I mean, they're screaming. Then you can sit at a computer, and you can get a picture of yourself, and then like stretch your face, you know, and your nose. I think Drew Carey's going to show us that later, because I saw him sitting there doing it. And, I mean, they didn't get out of there till 10 o'clock last night. They had a ball. The nice part about that is it's all indoors. So on the rare occasion when the weather isn't perfect here at Disney World, it's a great place to go. Cinema complex
that whole thing used to be called Disney Village. Now it has expanded dramatically. AMC has 24 theaters as opposed to 10 they had before. And the whole thing, Pleasure Island, everything is... Gilman, are we through with the helicopter? We got the shot! Go away!
You know what blows my mind?
How much longer is he going to hover there? This is not Apocalypse Now. We're trying to open this park.
Not yet. Not yet. It ain't over yet. We've been to Disney. Cody says it's 19 times now. I don't know how many times, but over the years we worked here many, many times. You watch it grow. You think they can never do anything different or anything more spectacular, and they always blow you away. I asked them the other day, how many acres are here? They said 33 women. Only 1/3 of the acreage that is bought is developed yet.
Yeah.
So can you imagine this is only 1/3 finished?
Yeah.
And
well, I hope they don't develop every single acre. I mean, if it's all right with you, you know. Can't hear myself think.
You're not missing much.
All right. Put this woman in an alley-oop suit and she feels great.
Give me a hangover and God only knows what I might say. Oh.
Tomorrow on Live from Disney's Animal Kingdom, which officially is opening day, Drew Carey will be here. Kathy Lee takes a ride on a new Countdown to Extinction.
They've been trying to kill me off for a long time, but they can't do it.
Which is a pretty exciting ride. A lot of dinosaurs lurking in there waiting for you to come out.
The other thing I don't usually like are rides, and this one, well, you'll see tomorrow.
Sully from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, actor Joe Lando will be here as well. And Gilman wants you all to be reminded, only one more day until we show our first live debit MasterCard $100,000 Mega Money Memories Flip. That was a cutaway live to New York.
Can you believe it? We can do that now.
Yeah. Gilman,
thank you.
That was terrific. Another shot of the spin cycle.
Oh,
love
so
it.
Big. You're tingling now, aren't you?
Here comes the question. Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman takes place out in the West during the 1800s. Michael Landon starred in another popular family drama whose setting was also in the wilderness in the 1800s. What was the name of that series? Michael Landon in the West.
We have used that question so many times.
You're absolutely right.
That it's almost like, just say it on any given day and you'll probably win.
But she's right, Gilman, I'm telling you. She's on fire this morning. The safari
Where's
suit.
Marv Albert when we need him?
All right. Today we are going on another safari ride, which incidentally is the big truck that you've probably seen in pictures and here Disney has brought to life. And about 40 people get on this truck and you go through the grasslands and everything. Yeah, it's really something. We'll take you on that. Tara Lipinski will be out here, the great Olympic champ. Just a moment.
She's turned pro. I don't understand any kind of controversy about this young woman turning pro. It's her life, Let her do what she wants to do. You know, and dare people decide what she should do. I think that's ridiculous. Anyway, who's talking? Where's all that coming from? You hear that? You want to hold it down, ma'am? No, just kidding. Kathy Kinney.
Kathy Kinney.
Saw her last night without any makeup.
Yeah, she's the one in the blue eyeshadow.
Oh, Mimi, she's so
She'll be out here
funny.
in a minute.
And
the great tennis player Michael Chang will be out here as well. He's playing today over at the tennis complex.
All righty. Big show, Regis.
No phones. What's that? What's that? Oh, here they are right here. I see. Okay, good.
They're on the phone right now.
Let's go to Sue Spizak, Millersville, Pennsylvania. Hi, Sue. How you doing?
Hi, Regis. Hi, Kathy Lee.
Hi, Sue. How are you today?
Great.
Good.
You're a waitress, Sue?
I sure am. Waitress and a full-time mom.
Are you at this restaurant, the Symposium?
Yeah, that's a little restaurant that was opened up by a friend of ours who used to own a place out in Millersville.
That looks really nice.
And you're the waitress there?
No, they're just friends of ours.
Oh, free advertising.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
So where do you waitress?
I waitress at Pizza Hut down across from Dutch Wonderland.
Pizza Hut?
Right.
What are the tips like in a Pizza Hut?
Wonderful.
Because the pizza's good.
Yeah,
I like
pizza, all the pizza you can eat. All right, Sue, the question was Michael Landon's great series on living out west with a family.
It's Little House on the Prairie.
That's it. You got it.
All right. Would everybody get your tickets out so we can see? You want to pick a number? No, we don't do that, do we? We pick a ticket.
We don't have Tony Pig giving who's...
You're going to pick this number first.
Okay. Here's the number, gang. This is for our studio audience here. 3734325.
Congratulations, Sue. You and this lucky audience winner have each won a Daewoo 13-inch color television and VCR. The complete video system, 13-inch vivid color TV with integrated stereo VCR. It's video convenience at your fingertips. The one to watch is Daewoo. Your prize is valued at $319.
Great.
It's always somebody from Canada with our Canadian flag. All right, thank you very much for coming. Great to have you here. Congratulations on winning. Well, shall we close our segment with a little more Festival of the Lion King?
And they're going to be with us through the whole show.
Here are the two stars of the whole show here, Zawadi and Kiumi.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
Hello, very nice.
How you doing, darling? Nice to see you. Boy,
love the show.
Look at these costumes here. Absolutely.
And it's such an incredible show, and I thought to myself, and in the next half hour, they're going to do it all over again.
Yeah.
How many shows a day do you do? 8. Well, you got to be in great
And this is Itanzu Wooden, and this is Tim Kaine, and you're from...
Philadelphia, PA.
Philadelphia, PA? Marietta, Florida. All right, fine. All right, well, let's get everybody in here and go out with a big, big show, okay, Gilman? Here's the Festival of the Lion King. We're going on safari next as we dedicate Animal Kingdom here at Walt Disney World.
Still ahead on Live from Disney's Animal Kingdom, more from the Festival of the Lion King. Mimi from the Drew Carey Show, actress Kathy Kinney. We'll hit some balls with tennis star Michael Chang, Olympic gold medalist Tara Lipinski, and coming up next, Regis goes on safari.
You belong in this land. We welcome you.
Oh, yeah.
Great show. You can't miss it when you come here. Now, one of the main attractions at the Animal Kingdom is the Kilimanjaro Safari.
God bless you.
Where you actually drive around in an open-air vehicle and get to see the wild animals in their native habitat. I was all excited to go on my own private safari when I had another thing coming. Yes, a big surprise. Take a look at this. Another Gelman surprise. Yeah, take a good look. Yes, Safari Regis. I'm here at the Animal Kingdom Park. I can't wait. I got my own private tour of this park because when you're a star, that's what you get. Anyway, here's the director of animal programs, Rick Barangi. Nice to see you, Rick. How you doing?
Hi, Regis. Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on this place.
Yeah, it's great.
Did a wonderful job, and I'm excited about my own private tour.
We got a great tour for you. Yeah. But we're running a little bit late. So is it okay if we combine my next tour? We'll put them together.
What are you talking about? I'm going to have people with me?
We'll still make it private for you, but we got some great guests.
Oh, all right. Who are they?
They're right over here. Come on, guys.
Oh, my. Hello, children. It's me, Safari Regis. Are you ready to go? Yeah! Okay, let's go! Left, right, left, 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 right, left. All right, kids, here we go. Wave goodbye to your mommy. Oh, my God. Oh, no. We're going to go through water. Can everybody swim? Look out for the crocodiles. Hi, crocodiles. I want to see a warthog. You want to see warthogs, don't you? Warthogs are the greatest. I never saw a warthog at a zoo. Got him here. All right, kids, you ready? There's a word in Africa that means hello. It's called jamba. Okay, you ready? So, jumbo. Jumbo. All right, there's a word in Africa that means hello. It's jumbo. You ready? Jumbo. 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 That's all I know.
No more business.
Have we seen the warthog yet? We want warthogs. We want warthogs. We want warthogs. Hippo's coming up. What? Gotta go to the bathroom. Who else? Oh, no. We're going to see elephants pretty soon. Elephant tracks. They're around here. Okay, driver, straight ahead. Let's go. Now, can you tell a male elephant from a female elephant?
When they're adults, you can, yeah.
Well, can you look at them and see if it's a male or a female?
Yeah, those are all females.
They're all females. See, good men are pretty tough to find, even in the jungle. Warthogs! Warthogs! Hey, warthogs! Your only friend in the world is here. Not a warthog in sight. I'm so disappointed. My favorite, the warthog. Everything's good on the savannah. That's the end of your safari ride. Really a lot of fun when you come to Disney World. Check it out, the Animal Kingdom. And here's the guy that put all the animals there. Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
Are you looking at me? It's really spectacular.
And they're all waiting for you to take a look at them, and it opens tomorrow officially. Well, so what happens now? Yes, the great Olympic skater Tara Lipinski out here in just a moment. Stay with us.
Tomorrow on Live from Disney's Animal Kingdom, Kathy Lee tries out the Countdown to Extinction ride in Dinoland.
Yeah, pretty tough to do that dancing when you don't hear any music. But anyway.
But you look great. Just
But you look great. Nice try. Nice try. We are coming to you live, as if
Obviously.
if you didn't know, from Walt Disney World, from the newest, biggest attraction, which is, of course, the Animal Kingdom. 10 years in the making. Opens tomorrow. Dedication Day today. And our next guest captured the gold medal for the United States and our hearts for
And where
her
was that
skating
reached?
performance in Nagano.
Nagano.
No. You will ask her, and she will tell you the official thing.
Okay.
And now her fans can read all about her in this exciting new book called
Totally Tara.
An Olympic Journey. Here's a pleasure to welcome the USA gold medalist, Tara Lipinski.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that music.
Look
Woo!
at you. Look at that little face. Yeah. Tara Lipinski,
I
my
think of all the sports, the one I cannot believe anybody can do the most is the figure skating that you all do. You're so little, those skates weigh so much, and you just do extraordinary things.
Practice.
Practice,
She
yeah,
is
right.
the youngest ever to win an Olympic gold medal for ice skating. How old are you?
15. But I
15.
turned 16 in June.
Oh, 16. Well.
Are you more excited about getting your license than a gold medal?
No, but I mean, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'll bet it was.
Got a car picked out?
Well, I got a Chevy, so I have the Cavalier, but I also like the BMW Z3. So
Well, of course.
Now you're talking, kid. Now you're talking. Hello, how are you, folks?
Hey!
We're trying to do a show here. Gentlemen, people are walking by and coming by in boats, yelling at me.
They're not walking by, Reach. They're floating
Whatever
by.
it is, they're swimming by. Hi, Tara. It's Regis and Kathy Lee.
You think figure skating's hard?
Yeah.
Try this,
Try
baby.
that seat right there. Now, when did you start skating? When you were a tiny little girl?
At 3.
At 3?
Yes.
Wow. And I understand your training was really arduous, was really dedicated.
Yeah, it was. I started early in the morning, but I did get up and I watched you. And I always... And then when you guys were in Hawaii and I had to go to the rink, I remember when you guys were in Hawaii, I was like, I wish I could be there.
Sure.
Yeah,
but you had to go skate for 4 hours.
And that was one of the big reasons why you wanted to turn pro at this point, right? You want more time to just be a kid and have a
and
life.
also my dad. I mean, it was really difficult living away from him for so long. It's been almost 5 years, and, you know, it was only maybe 1 or 2 days a week.
Let's go over that. He continued working in Texas, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. But you had to go train at other places.
Detroit. Right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't
so
really leave because of training, so I never
you and
got
your mom
to go
were
home.
up there.
That's
he was
very
down
hard
in
on
Texas.
a family.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Why the controversy, though, about when you turn pro? Isn't that your choice?
I guess that's the way I feel. I mean, I got the Olympic gold, and I worked so hard for that, and now I feel like I don't want to be 21 and not know my dad, so.
And I love the
How
book.
could anybody find fault with that? I mean, that's just ridiculous.
I love the book. Full of totally Tara pictures. Now, wait a minute. Who put that one in? Crying out loud. Let's get things straight around here. No, but they really are adorable. You've got a great little face on you. You know that? Yeah. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
No. You see, all your life you've been working. Yeah. So now what happens when you
Well,
turn
now she
pro?
can afford one.
Will you skate as much as a pro?
Definitely. I'll be doing all pro competitions next week's my first one, and I'm on the Tom Collins Champions on Ice right now, so I travel all over the country this summer.
Oh, that's terrific. And you're going to the White House?
Yes.
When's that going to happen?
In a couple weeks, I think.
That's absolutely great.
Yeah,
now, this book will be in the stores on April 27th, right? And you'll be on tour by then or not?
Right, I'm already on tour now. Tonight I leave and I do a show in Pittsburgh, so I have a...
Have you had a chance to look around the park at all?
Last night I came, but it was closing.
Hey, we got to get you a life.
Yeah. Poor Tara, nothing's going right for her.
But she is totally Tara.
She is totally Tara Lipinski. Thank you, Tara. Very much. Kathy Kinney coming up next. We'll be right back. Well, that was great.
Tomorrow on Live from Disney's Animal Kingdom, from Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, actor Joe Lando.
Yeah, it really is. A lot of fun. Okay, we've all grown to love her for her over-the-top performance of the overly made-up Mimi, the blue eyeshadow lady on TV's The Drew Carey Show. Here she is, Kathy Kinney.
Good to see you. We had dinner together last night. You did.
Really?
Yeah, we had a good time. Stools here. Yeah, you all right?
Okay, Kathy Kinney.
She's totally Kathy.
Nice to have you here. Kathy just wrapped up another season on The Drew Carey Show. Good for you. How many years now, Kath?
3.
3 years?
They're almost in syndication heaven, already sold into syndication.
Yes. You know, every now and then I see Kathy Kinney in a scene there. This Boy's Life I saw on TV, TNT. There you were. You were the sister of Ellen Barkin, or neighbor?
Her mean roommate. I have to be a mean something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then, in Seinfeld once, you were part of a mob scene that was threatening George.
Yes, he parked in the handicap spot.
Yes. Remember that?
He always parks
And
in a
these
handicap.
people were furious
I
with
was
him.
a mean woman from New Jersey
Yes.
in that one.
Let's get them, you would say.
Have you ever played a sweet character? Because you're very sweet in person. I mean, I like you.
I'm like, I honestly don't remember ever playing anyone nice.
So what are you to do this summer?
Big plans.
Big plans, big plans. I'm going back to Wisconsin. That's where I'm from, Wisconsin.
Going to do a good deed.
Yes, yes. The hockey arena needs a new roof. So I'm going back to help. And going to New York, and then I'm going to Ireland. Yes, yes.
For the Kilkenny, what's it called? The
Kilkenny Comedy Festival.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Do a lot of improvisation.
Terrific.
And in pubs.
Oh.
Can I have a drunken Irishman and a glass of Guinness, please?
And incidentally, came face to face, as I understand it, with a guy you've had a crush on for a long time, Antonio
Banderas. It's true. This hand touched him.
And did he live up to everything you've ever dreamed of?
He was so handsome, so charming.
So married.
Yes, so married. But it doesn't matter when you're that close. No. And I don't think I heard a word he said. I just...
Really? But you very nearly fainted after...
Yes, I was fine while I was there. I was very charming, and, you know, I was very witty, and then I got outside. I was stopping strangers and saying, I just met Antonio Banderas. Listen, I just met, you know. I was very embarrassing, but he's just so handsome.
Yeah, he is
so
a handsome guy.
Yeah, and I'm just throwing that accent, too. Forget about it.
Oh, my God. I know he's directing a movie, Crazy in Alabama, and
so you were
and
reading
I was auditioning, and he was saying to me, you know, Kathy, this character must be like, and I thought, oh, I can't hear him. It didn't matter.
You didn't get the role?
No, they wanted someone older.
Oh.
Isn't that nice for a change?
Yeah.
Who said that so surprising? Older.
Kathy, have you had a chance to look around the park?
Oh, my gosh. I've been here since Sunday night. I think we got off the plane and just went right for the rides.
Oh, yeah.
But they were closed. And so we ate something. I've been to the Animal Kingdom.
Do you have a favorite ride here of all that you've been on?
There are two. Tower of Terror.
The Tower of Terror, I hadn't been on for a while. I went on it the other day.
They've added another
They've added
drop.
another dimension to it. Yeah, another drop.
It's called Tower of Terror 2.
They used to just drop you right down, you know, but now they play with you a little bit.
Yeah. They
Up and
torture you a
down.
little
Yeah.
bit.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Space Mountain.
Space Mountain is still great, yeah.
But now I might have a new one. I loved being in the Animal Kingdom. They have that great ride, you know.
From Here to
Countdown
Extinction.
to
Or Countdown to Extinction.
Yeah, that was great.
terrific.
Yeah.
Flying all over. I don't know if you were supposed to, but I was.
You're
flying all
supposed
over.
to.
Now, does the Drew Carey show have one of those cliffhanger endings that we've all become accustomed to as the season
I guess
ends?
So. Drew gets hired. He gets a promotion to be an international employee of Winfred Lauder. So we don't even know what it's about. I mean, he actually gets the promotion, and he's gonna, you know, make his skills to be someone abroad, you know, be very perfect, and we don't know what that's leading to.
But, you know, in just looking at your two characters, I think your character has a crush on his character. Am I right or am I wrong? You like to torment him, but underneath it all, you want him so badly.
Well, you know, I hate to tell you that you're wrong. but you're wrong.
Wrong again.
Wrong again, Reed.
All right, it's on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Drew Carey will be here tomorrow. Kathy, have a great summer, and thank you very much for coming by. We'll be right back with the tennis great Michael Chang in just a moment.
Tomorrow on Live from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Also from the Drew Carey Show, Drew Carey.
Why, when he was a young one. Welcome to our world. Oh, you belong, in this land. Welcome to our world. Oh, you belong.
All right, he holds the title for the youngest tennis player in history to win a Grand Slam event, and the first American to win the French Open since 1955. and incidentally is playing here at the tennis complex at the Wide World of Sports sometime today as the Clay Championships continue here at Walt Disney World. And here he is, the great Michael Chang. Michael, where are you, baby? Here he comes. Hi, Michael. How you doing?
Great to see you again, Michael.
Have a seat right here. Gee, I was kind of hoping he'd be wearing shorts. He's got the greatest pair of legs in the world.
Oh, he's got fantastic legs.
Great legs.
Come on, Michael.
Come on, Michael, strip down.
I might say it's okay if it's coming from Kathy Lee.
Hey, baby. Talk to me. Behave.
So, Michael, are you defending your championship here on the clay?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. In this particular event, huh?
Yes, last year.
What time will you be playing today?
Actually, I'm playing tonight.
Oh, tonight?
I got a match tonight at 7 o'clock.
It's a beautiful complex, isn't it?
It is, it is. It's quite incredible, actually. I know that the Braves have their spring training camp there, and it's quite incredible.
Absolutely.
Is it harder to defend your title or take it away from somebody else?
I think it's probably more difficult to defend a title. Of course, it's always nice to take it away.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
I think, you know, when you come back the following year, there's a little bit of expectation, a little bit of pressure, but it's kind of a nice feeling because not everybody gets a chance to come back and defend a title.
Now, how's your health? You strained a ligament or something a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, I had a little bit of bad luck about 6 weeks ago. I was actually playing on a hard court, and for some reason they were watering one of the courts next to us. And apparently the outside part of our court got slippery, and I didn't know.
Oh, dear.
So I went running for a ball, and my right leg went out, and my left leg went in, and I heard a pop on my left knee.
You know it when it happens, don't you?
Yeah, and I basically had a partial tear in my MCL.
You're okay now, though.
I'm okay now. It's getting better. It's been a slow process.
But every time I see Michael Chang, he is always running, relentlessly running. Good for you.
Yeah, it's
you got to get to the ball, you know. It's.
Have you seen him play?
Oh yeah,
Have you seen him play?
he's a good amateur player. He is. I think he's got the right attitude toward it.
You'd be very surprised, mister.
Well, I'll have to talk to Wayne Black and Grant Stafford a little later.
They'll tell you the whole story then. You know, Michael Chang is a great tennis player, but he loves to fish.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Why, is it just because it's so opposite of the crazy activity of tennis? I mean, fishing is sort of a solitary thing, right?
It is. It's very true. You know, tennis, because we're always on the go, constantly traveling. I'm playing maybe like 24 tournaments a year all around the world, so I'm... you know, it's always very exciting, you know, the crowds and stuff like that, and for me, it's nice to be able to have some time to get away, and fishing allows me to do that.
Yeah. Well, you could do that and play tennis here at this place, right?
Yeah, actually, they got some pretty good fishing here,
Absolutely.
which I took part in last
All right, when we come back, we're going to show you how Michael Chang prepares for a match with some tennis drills, all right? We'll be right back in a moment.
Thursday on Live, actor Martin Short.
How long were you out there hitting yesterday?
Well, with Michael Chang,
I'm exhausted.
You know, most people, before they start to play, they swing in the long shots and everything, but you should really get into an agility drill, right?
Actually, yeah. Well, tennis is a lot of it's agility, a lot of it's movement. You know, like Kathy Lee said, if you don't get to the ball, you can't hit to it. So.
Duh.
Did Kathy Lee really say that?
One of her more intelligent statements.
So what do you do? Get close to your partner and just play a little?
You know, yeah, just play a little bit of touch tennis. I know when we were very young, we used to, you know, take a piece of chalk and actually draw a little mini tennis court and play a little bit of, you know, mini tennis and stuff like that. Actually, I used to play a lot of ping pong before I actually.
We just got to the table
tennis
the other day. It's so much fun.
It is. Ping pong is great. All right, well, look, let's see how long we can keep the ball in the air, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
Not very...
Michael, try not to hit it to her.
I got a rock behind me, daggone it.
Daggone it. Michael, I'm begging you.
Nice, Regis. How come you get to be out there in the open and I got a stupid rock behind me?
Hakuna Matata.
I'm playing a match tonight, okay?
Hey!
Come on, don't fool around. Let's
play
go.
tennis with him.
Come on. Hey! Oh! Michael, you're the weak spot. Forget him. Let's you and I. What am I going to do? Okay, hey!
I got a rock, all
longer, Mom, please.
All right, mister. You move over there with the rock.
The rock. Like the rock's a big deal.
You want to switch sides?
I want to see how well he does with the rock. Just
The rock.
Just you guys and the rock.
Kuna Matata.
Hey.
Keep it away from her.
Oh. Nice, Regis.
I couldn't get over there.
There's a rock. That's what. I'm going to kill him. This might be the day.
All right, come on. Let her have it. Come on. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Am I playing with him or are you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sorry, Michael.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not bad. 12 isn't bad. Michael, thank you very, very much.
Great to meet you, Michael, again. God bless.
He's really a great, great tennis player. I've enjoyed watching you over the years. I wish you the very best.
And you do have great legs.
And that U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships underway right now at the Disney Wide World of Sports Complex till April 26th. Thank you so much for coming out. And
Go
good
out and
luck
watch
to you,
some
okay?
great tennis.
All right, we're going to come back and we're going to have the Festival of the Lion King performing for us here at Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom.
Tomorrow at Live from Disney's Animal Kingdom, don't miss our first Lives Debit MasterCard $100,000 Mega Money Memories clip.
George of the jungle.
Well, thank you very much. I want to thank our audience for coming out and being with us.
Always.
We enjoyed doing our live show from the Animal Kingdom here and hope you have a chance to see it over the next...
We'll be here again tomorrow, too.
Absolutely. But whenever you have a chance to come to Disney World, you must take this in, okay? We want to thank Linda Warren.
Bob Lamb and Julie Woodward.
And their operations for all of their help for us and their animal care here at the Animal Kingdom. Tomorrow, Drew Carey and Joe Lando. And the MasterCard thing starts, all right?
Festival!
And here they come, the Festival of Light. Yes!
Some members of our studio audience will receive the following.